y'all, this is Marley K. I forgot to bring y'all this story, but I had to go back and do it because I am a staunch supporter of my people. And I can't tell you enough how racist this country is and how much they hate black people. They enjoy using us to uh, describe our suffering. It's like they get something from it. And Papa, y'all know, ain't no love here for him from me at all. But he is so racist. And the fact that he talks about, us suffering. He been talking about us suffering, and anytime he mentions black people is never in context of anything good. Before he came into office, he told us we were the reason that America is doomed. And now, our community will suffer the most if the government shuts down, and associates us with um public assistance and so on and so forth, government programs, when it's not actually true that we receive the most public assistance. Um, and it's been proven time and time again. But I just want y'all to listen to what this man had to say.
A few months ago, the Speaker of the House and I agreed to spending levels for the government. We were up right to the very edge, almost reneged on our debt, and that we're going to fund essential priorities and still cut the deficit by $1 trillion over the next decade. Now, a small group of extreme House Republicans, they don't want to live up to that deal, and everyone in America could be faced with paying a price for that. They're changing it. We made a deal. We shook hands. We said this is what we're going to do, and now they're reneging on the deal, which is not much of a surprise these days. And the black community in particular is going to suffer if that occurs. For example, shutdown is going to risk nutrition assistance to nearly 7 million moms and children. It's going to disproportionately affect black families.
How we know? Because he ain't gave us no statistics. We don't know how many white people get WIC, how many Hispanics get WIC. How come it don't impact the Hispanics more? They have more babies than we do. I don't understand. But okay.
The Department of Housing and Urban Development will have to stop nearly all its enforcement work fighting housing discrimination.
The majority of the people that have those jobs are white people. I know because I review the grants for the organizations that get the money. So while black people may live in subsidized housing, they don't fight discrimination for black people because most black people don't report the discrimination. And the people who do the testing, um, a lot of them are paid, but most of the people that do the testing and get the grant money to do the testing are white organizations and Hispanic organizations. And the white organizations hire other minorities other than black. I ain't telling you what I'm guessing. I'm telling you what I've seen because I've read the proposals. I've looked at the staffing plans. I know who's working at a lot of these organizations and who don't. And very rarely are there black people actually benefiting from these programs. But anywho, the majority of people who benefit from these programs are white disabled people, the LGBTQ community, and non English speaking folks.
Just a few months ago, the Speaker of the House and I agreed to spending levels for the government. We were up right to the very edge, almost reneged on our debt, and that we're going to fund essential priorities and still cut the deficit by $1 trillion over the next decade. Now, a small group of extreme House Republicans, they don't want to live up to that deal, and everyone in America could be faced with paying a price for that. They're changing it. We made a deal. We shook hands. We said this is what we're going to do, and now they're reneging on the deal, which is not much of a surprise these days. And the black community in particular is going to suffer if that occurs. For example, Shutdown is going to risk nutrition assistance to nearly 7 million moms and children. It's going to disproportionately affect black families. The Department of Housing and Urban Development will have to stop nearly all of its enforcement work fighting housing discrimination.
And you see how they just love to
Just a few
hang
months ago, the Speaker
everything on black people. Like, there are so many other people in this country who get more benefits than us right now. The immigrant community is they are getting huge amounts of public assistance that black people are not getting that could go to more black people. But because of the eligibility criteria, they are ineligible, whether it's because of criminal convictions, substance abuse usage policies implemented by states, and just because of old racism. So, I don't even know what to say. I wish black people would just wake up and check out of politics, because nothing they do helps us, and we are just a token for the government to help move everybody else along. And now nobody gives a crap what happens to black people, um, because everybody's suffering. So that pulling the black card don't work no more. And hopefully black people will wake up and just be like, you know what? I don't even care no more because it don't work. It just don't work. So again, they're telling us that we're going to suffer. And it ain't just because of government shutdown, because the government eventually is going to shut down, but everybody going to suffer. But this using black people to fool the rest of the population, it's done got old. Black people are waking up and don't care. So this is one of those things to try to compel black people to stay engaged in the system, because as long as we engaged, it means we are under the curse of our captors. So wake up, my people. Come out of her. Come out. They telling you you're going to suffer, but you still act like you don't understand. Try to become as self-sufficient as you can, black people, because the curtain is about to fall on us. America is tired of us. They are getting ready to replace us. And Babylon's getting ready to be destroyed. So be developing your exit strategy, because if you don't, they have one for you. All right, this is Marley K. Love y'all, and I'm out.